Unseasonally cool conditions greeted fans on the first Sunday of the Australian Open, but they continued to roll in their tens of thousands for day 7 of competition. Up first in fourth round action on Rod Laver Arena were Eugenie Bouchard and Irina Camelia Begu. The Canadian 7th seed looked sharp early, holding all her serves to claim the first set 6-1. And when she went up a double break in the second, the match appeared to be headed for a swift ending. But Begu capitalised on 22 unforced errors from her opponent in the second set to turn a 3-love deficit into a 5-3 lead and went on to square the match at a set apiece. The third set was more reminiscent of the first, as Bouchard regained control, won the match and advanced to the last 8 in Melbourne for the second straight year.
Game, set match, Bouchard.
Her opponent would be decided next up on centre court, where Peng Shuai took on former champion Maria Sharapova. The Russian second seed had her Chinese opponent covered from the outset and made it count on the scoreboard. Sharapova was broken once late in the first set, but she won the next 8 consecutive games to seal a comfortable victory, the 5-time Grand Slam winner advancing to a quarter-final showdown with Bouchard. South Africa's Kevin Anderson had gone about his business without too much concern, but all of that changed when he faced the electric Rafael Nadal in the fourth round. Anderson had 5 breakpoint opportunities in the 11th game, but couldn't convert, and then was made to pay in the very next game as the Spaniard broke and then served out the set 7-5. With his spirit seemingly broken, Anderson barely had a look in against the number 3 seed, who allowed him to win just 5 more games for the match. Nadal storming through in straight sets to lock in an 8th quarter-finals berth at the Australian Open. Germany's hopes were resting on the shoulders of Julia Görges, who would have to navigate her way past Ekaterina Makarova to reach the last 8. But the Russian 10th seed was on song early, breaking the Germans' opening service game and taking the first set in barely half an hour. And Makarova refused to relent in the second set, in which she committed just 5 unforced errors. Görges did manage to break the Russian serve late in the game, but the damage was already done as Makarova cruised to a straight sets victory. Just once from his 6 previous attempts had Bernard Tomic reached the round of 16, but to progress any further than that would require upsetting Thomas Berdych on Margaret Court Arena. The top-ranked Australian couldn't keep up with the big serving Czech, who took the first set in just 27 minutes. Tomic was good enough to force a second set tiebreaker, but was again convincingly beaten. The third set, though, was a mere formality, with 6 aces and 19 winners propelling Berdych to a straight sets win and into the quarterfinals at Melbourne for a 5th consecutive year.
Grand 7 match, Berdych, 6-2, 7-6, 6-2.